on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to adjust the pattern. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On first down from their own 22. The give to the left. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
On that last third down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, fourth down.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. Big sack. This defense all over it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and they got him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona!
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii it back as they send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Brown. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds. 46. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The offense changing the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Snagged out of the air. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
They'll run the counter. Hard running there. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Shakes off the defender. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
In the red area, it's Craig. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for space, it's Craig. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the air, it's Fafita. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Barfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rolling right and going deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes with the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 4 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Barfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Gonna look downfield again. He's got him. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third.
Obafemi slayed the beast in our main event. Hell in a cell match. Now this is the internet. There will always be a debate. Was it too quick? Could they have done a bit more? Could this have happened? Could that have happened? Did the right person win? Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what? I don't care. I thought it was actually a pretty decent match. And while it was quick, it did have the hardcore element, including Brock Lesnar using a tombstone pile driver to Obafemi onto the bare wood boards of the ring. That's incredible. If you want unexpected from wrestling, we got a hug after Hell in a Cell as Brock Lesnar would massively put over Obafemi, not only by raising his arm, showing respect, but by getting a microphone and saying that Brock Lesnar is the past, Obafemi is the future of WWE. Now, commentary did mention it. Is this the last time we see Brock Lesnar? It feels like it could be. There was reports earlier this week that apparently WWE is hopeful and wanting Brock to come back for Saudi Mania next year. If he does, we'll have to wait and see, but I feel like this might be the perfect way to go out. Obviously, though, it's WWE. You never say never, so we'll wait and see. And still, Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. What a brilliant day to be a wrestling fan. Of course I am biased, right? But there's been so much online discourse of how Liv Morgan hasn't defended the belt for 100 days like it's her fault. And I'm genuinely happy that she retained the championship tonight, proving the doubters wrong. Her and Io put on an absolute banger of a match. Liv wrestling in gear tonight that was actually voted on by fans. I had no idea this was even a thing, but it was obviously sponsored by Wingstop. The Judgment Days, Raquel and Roxanne did of course get involved, but I don't want to hear any of that negativity because look at this! Io Sky literally got help from the fans, notably Green Shirt Guy. That's got to be against the rules, surely. Can someone check on Raquel and Roxanne though, because they took a moonsault from Io from the top rope and then just vanished? Like, where did they go? The end result, though, is that Liv Morgan remains a Women's World Champion. Everyone in the world is super happy about it. I know you are too. Interestingly, no Stephanie McCare return. I know a lot of people are expecting that tonight. Things can be saved for Monday Night Raw, so don't rule it out completely. It will be interesting to see what's next for Liv. And also, what's next for Io now she's been unsuccessful for the world title? I'm sure, just like me, you were sat there, weren't you? This came on the screen. This was like, oh my god, what is happening? A civil emergency message. Is it real? Is WWE finally doing something super awesome? No, it was an advert for Gears of War E-Day. Nope, it was an advert entrance for the Usos and Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu was rocking the logo of Gears of War on his mask, which is actually pretty cool. But my first thoughts was something big is happening, someone's returning, someone's debuting, something massive is happening in WWE. And we got commercialized. Brilliant. The team of Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa and LA Knight were successful tonight, and they worked together very well. Look at this, even a hug post-match between Solo and LA Knight. Gotta mention, Solo Sikoa running it back during the match to Jey Uso, just mocking him. That was absolute gold. I think for me, what's most surprising is there wasn't shenanigans. There wasn't a new member of the Bloodline. Zilla Fatu did not debut, and Solo Sikoa didn't turn on LA Knight, which I think shocked everyone. Tonight was the first time Nick Aldis would step into a WWE ring as a superstar. But before we talk about his match, can someone please check on another Nick Khan, because WWE spent some money tonight. Nick Aldis would be announced as the national treasure, but more importantly, he came out with a theme song done by the legendary Oasis, the song Morning Glory. That would have cost WWE a pretty penny. The end result tonight was a loss for Nick Aldis as Gunther made him tap out to the sleeper hold. But take absolutely nothing away. Nick Aldis performed brilliantly. The You Still Got It chants were there tonight. The crowd just seemingly warmed to Nick Aldis so quickly, and they were behind him every single move. Brilliant performance that made fans believe, and that's exactly what any wrestler would want to do, surely. He got the legendary moment too, which is going to stick with him forever. Of course it is. His family joining him in the ring, of course his wife Mickie James. Was this a one-off? Do you know what? Yeah, I do think it is, right? I don't think our expectations should be higher, but if Nick Aldis goes backstage and tells Triple H he got the buzz, after listening to the fans tonight, after seeing that performance, you've got to give him another shot, man. Like, he was amazing! I think I can honestly say there's no one on the WWE roster like Nick Aldis, and I think he can bring so much to them, so I wouldn't mind it. I really wouldn't if he decided to do this full-time or even part-time. The stage tonight looked absolutely brilliant, by the way. Love the SummerSlam setup. I think WWE did a great job with the fan setup also this year, because obviously one of the things that was spoken about a lot was the low ticket sales. Well, obviously the stage cuts off most of the stadium, and it looks packed in the portion of the stadium that they're actually using. So that's a good thing for WWE and the look and the feel of SummerSlam. Michael Cole revealed on commentary that there was unique gear tonight for the Bella Twins and Paige. Their gear was a combination of all three of them. They had a checkered look to their gear for Brie Bella. They had chains for Paige, and they all had their names on their backs for Nikki. Fatal Influence would pick up the win tonight as it was Jacy Jayne pinning Paige. Now, this was by no means the best match of the night, but I think it did a bloody good job in putting over Fatal Influence. All three of them looked amazing. But it's this moment after the match as the Bella Twins turn on Paige, which makes sense, she took the pinfall. This is surely the moment from this match people will look back on, because obviously this is probably going to be a feud going forward now. As Nikki Bella directly looked at the camera and said, "You don't take my spot." I'm pleased with this because I want Paige to be a solo star. We always talk about the era of the divas and everything and people shining after it. Well, this is really Paige's big time. Now she has the ability to do that, but presumably because she's feuding with Bella Twins, it's gonna likely end up in a tag match. The question is, who is Paige's tag partner gonna be? I mean, it's certainly gonna be AJ Lee, isn't it? Surely AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bellas is what WWE would want to do. That's my guess. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. There is a little bit of concern because you can see multiple times tonight Brie Bella holding her right shoulder, so hopefully she's okay, but you can definitely tell it was playing her up during the match and after it. Now that could just be selling. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I'd hate to get one Bella back and lose the other. Now I'm not even going to dignify it by actually showing it, but WWE tonight, and I'm sure they'll probably do it tomorrow, did SummerSlam snapshots. Now, I actually think the concept's a good idea, but I mean, you've got a 3-hour pre-show. if you want to acknowledge the past. Like, this is 2026 SummerSlam. Focus on that. Like, what's the snapshots for SummerSlam 2026 going to be in the year, like, 2060? Okay, yeah, you're going to put up all the Hell in a Cell stuff and everything. And then, oh, the year that we remembered the past SummerSlam. Like, come on, WWE. Just give the wrestlers more time. Complete with the graphics, it was a complete Street Fighter-themed entrance for Cody tonight, with an absolutely perfect helmet as well. That was absolutely brilliant. Seen a few people messaging me saying, hey, with that mask being left where it was that a bit of a tribute to Bray and The Fiend? I mean, maybe. Obviously, they had to keep it in shot as much as possible. I get that. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe we'll never know. Do you know what I mean? Was WWE creative? Potentially. If you don't know, obviously SummerSlam was an event that Bray tried to make his own. Well, the WWE title match, it was not the main event tonight. It was a co-main event, and it had all the drama that you would expect of a main event. It really did deliver. But the big news, we had a ref bump and a return of Randy Orton. Randy Orton with the RKO to Cody Rhodes, costing Cody the match. CM Punk retains the championship. Done in an awesome way as well, where CM Punk was outside the ring. He had no idea Randy Orton had come down. That means Punk can celebrate as if he won clean. And of course, that means Cody Rhodes has an argument for a future match with CM Punk. No doubt at all, if it wasn't obvious, of course WWE are going to continue the Randy Orton-Cody Rhodes feud, so should be interesting. So, night one, I think it's pretty good. I liked it, so I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. We will be back doing this all again tomorrow for night 2, and I'll see you as always then.
And that will probably
Peace.
be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week, as we see up continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They've been running it, but now the pass. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Using his legs, it's Barfield. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Brown. Quick step and go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The give to the single back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And some room to work. Finding some room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
The Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Rice. Inside the 15. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Craig. Oh, he's got some space. Oh. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here's the pressure. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.